And in the studio with us this morning, Kelly Fox, Keith McCracken from the Indiana County Technology Center. And we talked to Kelly first because she brought me cookies and Keith didn't.
Oh, nice one. I like it. Hope you enjoy those cookies and everyone here at the radio. We're bringing those, of course, because we're talking about our annual ICTC Career Night today.
Oh, yeah.
And that's happening tomorrow at the ICTC from 5:30 to 7. And there'll be more cookies at the ICTC tomorrow night. So everyone can come and enjoy an ICTC cookie.
Prepared by the culinary students.
Absolutely. There's our plug that Mr. Nagy was looking for. So shout out to our culinary program for making such great homemade cookies for everyone.
Yeah. And, one of the things we think about when we think of ICTC is obviously careers with your hands on. In this case, your mouth gets on them, too.
Exactly.
But the preparation for careers that is done at ICTC.
Right. We like to call this a community event, and it is a nice opportunity for anyone to come out and really appreciate the skills that we're teaching to our students because it is a hands-on environment. Matter of fact, I was just having a conversation last night with a mommy who's bringing her 8th grader up tomorrow night, and he cannot wait to become an ICTC student because he wants half of his day. And, of course, that will happen for him in grade 10, hopefully. And he just knows that half of his day doing hands-on work will make his school day much better.
Yeah. Now, what's he looking at?
He's looking at welding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Popular area. Welding and health occupations are always stretched to the seams, but hopefully he has a good chance at that.
So give me the details on the event that's happening tomorrow night.
Well, your group will be with us. We're a live road show for the Renda Broadcasting Group, and so that means prizes and lots of cut-ins about what's happening tomorrow night. All of our teachers will be there willing to share information about their technical areas with interested parents, community members. We have snacks. We have some other door prizes besides what the radio is giving away. We have financial aid information. And because it is a school event, not only are we highlighting our secondary programs to our parents and the students interested in coming through through the 10 to 12 program, but we also are highlighting our adult programs as well. Yeah. So we'll have adult education staff with us tomorrow evening.
So anybody can come. The event hours are
5:30 to 7. And I don't want to miss out, too. We have some other guests who will be available in our lobby area. We have our partners with Penn Highlands, WCCC, IUP, St. Francis, CareerLink. So we're just trying to really put together the pieces that folks need to understand how important it is when you have technical skills, how you can link that to further education with an advanced degree, or perhaps how you want to link that directly to the world of work and get yourself a job.
Keith McCracken, who is plotting even at this moment.
And that was a good cut-in because he's the job guy.
Yeah, what he's going to be bringing me next time. Keith, good morning.
If he wants to talk first, he has to bring the cookies.
That's right. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what
Let's
it
not
is.
Get here first. Let's bring the cookies. Right. Okay. I got it.
You did get here first. But
All right.
That's a given.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to the to jobs and things that we see, first of all, I like to say, as far as tomorrow night goes, if you're looking to looking for something to do or someone to be, why, we'd like you to come up to the tech and look around. And always remember that hands-on does not mean minds off. That's one of our sayings that we've picked up from Tony Neary from the Haas Automation Group. But we actually are working right now with a lot of different companies right now. This is the time of year in February and March where we'll have companies approach us. We had Carol Washington yesterday from the Wilson Group come in to talk to our CST students about futures in their company, which is a Pittsburgh-based company looking to move into Indiana. We have one young man from machining who's looking at skipping me. He's going right past co-op and into a full-time job.
Well, there you go.
Very soon, so that's really good. This Saturday, we'll have 3 students go to another machine shop for an experience where, they're going to be actually trained and sort of looked at the same time. Have several kids out on a variety of co-op situations. We're looking at co-oping adults for the first time in a while, just always open to new things and new opportunities for whatever students we have. Because the adults are what we call intergen, and I think we've discussed that before. They're there during the school day with the regular ed students, with the secondary students.
Yeah.
And so we never really thought about placing them in a cooperative education type situation where they still have the advantage of access to the instructor while they're out working. So we're about to open that up a little bit and offer that to them as well.
Now, you and Kelly can both address this. One of the things that we notice for people who come in looking for work here is that they might be skilled in whatever discipline they've chosen to pursue, but they're lacking in other skills such as how do I do a job interview? How do I present myself? What must I wear? How must I speak?
Well, they must not have been an ICTC student, because Keith covers that in a nice employability skills workshop with each one of our seniors. And we're actually talking about moving that back, I believe, right, Keith, to perhaps include our juniors and have them ready a little bit earlier with all of those skills.
We're going to have to find a way to prepare these students a little earlier than we currently are. We're looking at them in a very traditional sense of, okay, you're about done with high school. We need to transition you into another life that's coming up. And so here in your senior year, we'll do all that. Well, there's also educational requirements at their sending schools now that they have to have a lot of this stuff done. So at the end of the year, I've already agreed to do one. I don't know if I'm at liberty to say exactly which one, but a local school district has me taking all their juniors that are at ICTC and starting about 1/3 of the process that I do with the seniors. So we'll be starting a year ahead for them, because it's actually a requirement for them at their sending school, and we're going to move in and fill that. We try to be as cooperative as possible, especially in those areas with the sending school when it comes to academic requirements.
And that's in learning to market themselves as well?
Well, that'll be the other 2/3.
Okay, that's the other
We're just looking at writing a resume and a cover letter with these juniors.
Well, that's marketing.
Yes.
And that's the piece that they need to have in their portfolio. I've been saying this to people. There's no better time than to be involved in career and technical education, I believe, than right now. And that is because it has become a movement. All of our sending districts are being mandated by the state to include more and more career education with all of their students. So, of course, the ICTC students are fully covered with their choice of a technical program. But how nice it is that they realize the importance of total career preparation for all of their students. And then we're now partnering at higher levels with them on the things that we're doing. And because they have certain time frames, we just have to adjust some of the things that we've always been doing with our students to meet now their requirements. And so it's nice to be used as that resource, and it's nice to partner with our sending schools at that level. And in the end, it benefits all of our students. A
bit of a different direction here with this question, because I've been wondering about this. We have talked with the Chamber of Commerce. We've talked with educational folks and even with Ken Marshall from the State System of Higher Education as they redesign the way that they are approaching educating students for the job market. The cracker plant in Beaver County is going to be opening up opportunities for students in technical fields. Does ICTC have a specific emphasis toward some of those industrial applications that will be available there, or does the educational umbrella under which the students find themselves at ICT address some of those issues?
I know our director has been attending some meetings associated with that a particular location that you named. I'm not sure if Mr. McCracken has. Keith, are you?
No, I'm aware and constantly kind of monitoring that situation and looking at, of course, the obvious one is going to be welding.
Sure.
But actually you have to think about the fact that mechanics, there will be a large sector of earth moving equipment type thing, those types of things that will need maintained. And the one that nobody really thinks about but affects everybody is the IT area. When you're doing that, the logistics and then what you're putting in to monitor equipment as it becomes online and operational, you're going to need a lot of IT people at a variety of levels. So we're talking all the way from your IUP graduate to the entry-level tech who's just setting up software and checking the cables and making sure they're in the right part of the router or whatever, all that lingo.
Sure.
Yeah, and what we want to market to our students is the fact that, yes, we want local opportunities, but also it is good to look within the region. And when the cracker plant, you talk about that's definitely within our region. And so, again, that's just the next step perhaps for our students who are dedicating themselves to learning these skills. We want them to be able to connect to something very fruitful for them.
Yeah, well, one of the things that they are talking about in terms of accessibility to Beaver County and railroad, Jim Struzzi was here yesterday talking about how the railroad is going to play into that with the direct line. Those sorts of things are going to open up maybe plastics businesses, manufacturing businesses coming into this area with the plastic pellets that will be manufactured there. Well, if you've got them there, then there should be opportunities all throughout the region. And we talk about, getting a workforce ready for those types of industries. That was one of the main obstacles to bringing the cracker plant is the workforce going to be developed that can fill the jobs that will be available there? And that's where schools like ICTC come in.
We're in a good spot.
You are?
Yes, we are.
Terrific. All right. So the event is tomorrow night, 5:30?
5:30. Come out and check out the ICTC.
Eat a cookie?
Eat a cookie.
Or two.
Yeah, and mainly two. I mean, the cookies are great, but the information that our instructors have to share, and some of our current students will be there demonstrating the use of the equipment. Perhaps, I know in machining, they're going to be making some keychains to give away, and so you can see those keychains being made on the CNC machine, and I think that's always exciting to see the work in progress and then to see the end product. We also have some businesses coming in to partner with our instructors. We also have some alumni students coming in to talk about their success stories. So try to hit it from all different levels, past, current, and future. And we know that just as many of our graduates go on to post-secondary as go directly to work. So that's why it's important to have those post-secondary schools there talking about the programs that link directly to our high school programs, as well as business and industry, because some of our students will want to go and just get that job right out of high school.
There you go. Those junior high kids that'll be going to this event, and the adults as well.
And the adults, the advantage for any adult that wants training is that our adult education program is waiving the application fee if applications are filled out tomorrow night. So anyone thinking about getting additional training through our adult education program, they can check that out on our website, and then they can come check it out tomorrow night and save $25, I believe.
Might as well avoid the fee, right?
That's right.
There you go. And eat a cookie.
Always about the cookies, Todd.
We're focusing on the cookies here this morning. All right. Well, thank you so much, both, for coming in today.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
us.
Todd.
We appreciate it. It's AM 1160 WCCS 101.1 FM.